Good morning! My mom and I are here at the Wild Basin Trailhead in the Wild Basin section of Rocky Mountain National Park. And today we're going to go for Ouzel Lake, looking at about 5 miles out with a 1,500 foot elevation gain. And we're going to go by Ouzel Falls on the way. And we're off. Official start time 6:10. According to the sign, we're looking at 4.9 miles out. It is going to be a beautiful day. I know we've seen Copeland Falls before, but this could be the most water ever. Oh yeah, this is like more than last time. We're going to stay on this little Copeland Falls side trail and take it over to the upper falls. We're joining back up with the main trail, and that was pretty amazing down there at Copeland Falls. That is the most water that I've ever seen, for sure. That was more than last time. And in just over 40 minutes, we're up here to the campsite shortcut. And I'm thinking we might come back down that way and make a loop out of it. But for now, we're gonna stay to the left, take it over this bridge around the corner where there are some unnamed waterfalls. And then we're gonna go uphill for a bit and pop out at Calypso Cascades. Oh, so glad that stick is there to hold that rock up. I've never had to cross water right here before. Dang. We've just passed Calypso Cascades, and that is by far the most water that I've ever seen coming down. That is unbelievable. It's like spilling over onto the trail, which I've never seen. But we're moving on. We're gonna continue on up to Ouzel Falls. This is the most beautiful day. I mean, just a real nice temperature, clear skies, and there's just about every shade of green imaginable out here. That's looking over to Meadow Mountain. I've done that one a few times, and my mom has done it as well. Wow, and look at this little section. Beautiful. All right, guys, and in just under an hour and a half, we're up here to Ouzel Falls. We're gonna branch off the main trail here for a second and get a closer look at Ouzel Falls. We're gonna head towards the rainbow. We're stopping here at Ouzel Falls for a little break. I need to charge up my energy with some cheddar cheesy smiles. Oh, that's got it good. She's standing under the rainbow for Pride Month. Yeah, it's just a little muddy up here right now. Actually, that's a lot muddy. Just gonna keep taking it down right here. It's just a little past 8 o'clock. So we've been up at Ouzel Falls for 25 minutes or so. But we need to keep going. And I just wiped out my boot. Look at it. And we've made it up to the overlook. Beautiful shot of the wild basin. And then over here to the north, you've got Meeker and Longs. We've made it out to the Bluebird Lake Trail split. Looking at another 1.8 miles to Ouzel Lake. And this next little part has a lot of elevation gain. We're working it up the switchback. We're getting up there. We're getting up there, and I have a feeling it might get windy. That's looking over to Copeland Mountain, and Ouzel Lake is just at the base of it. I think we're just under 9,800. So we've got 200 more vertical feet of elevation gain somewhere before we get to the lake. But this trail has really flattened out up here. There are hummingbirds all over the place up here. Those guys are hard to get on video though. They move around so fast. I just checked the GPS and we're looking at another 1 mile out to Ouzel Lake. We're starting to get the awesome views of the mountains. Over here to the northwest is going to be Chief's Head Peak, Mount Alice, and Tanamaw Peak. And I've got videos for all three of those. And then over here, we've got Copeland Mountain, Ouzel Peak, and Mahana Peak. And I've got videos for those as well. There was a forest fire here way back in the 70s, I believe. Burned the entire area. But it's growing back. These trees are getting bigger. Once you branch off the Wild Basin Trail and start up the Bluebird Lake Trail, it's real steep there at the beginning. You got to get up that little switchback. But then once you're up here, it really flattens out a lot. And it's a very enjoyable walk. And we just hit the snow. We're floating along at just under 10,000 feet, which means that we're pretty much up there. We just got to work it down and around and over to the lake. And just before the trail split, I can see it up there, we got to cross this slick and slippery snow. And then just beyond the snow is the trail split. A half more mile to the lake. Got a few more snow piles to navigate. I'm gonna go around it and then over it and then down it and then up it. You're like, dude, shut up, just get to the lake, will you? There's more snow up here in the trees. I can see it. I think we're gonna make it. Looking at maybe another quarter of a mile to the lake. We've just joined up with the water and we're really close now. Like within 1/10 of a mile. Yeah, this extra little half mile to get over here is no joke. It's a legit half mile, for sure. I can see the water out there in front of us. We just got to navigate a few more piles of snow. All right. And we made it. It's just now 9:29. So in total, that has taken us 3 hours and 20 minutes to get up here. Oop, someone lost their pole. That's nice. Cascade Mountain Tech. We'll get that on the way back. And that's it. Ouzel Lake with Copeland Mountain behind it. And we have found our spot right here off the water. And it is just such a beautiful day. And I'm kind of glad we waited to do this hike. We were going to do it a couple weeks ago, and I think we would have run into trouble. And if you want to hike to the top of Copeland Mountain, you basically need to start from right up here. Kind of bushwhack it through the trees and take it up. Well guys, it's just past 10 o'clock and that was our turnaround time. So it's time to go. It's time to head on back. But before we leave, we're gonna have to get our Ouzelfie. All right, let's do it. Let's take it on back. And after we navigate this half mile back up to the trail split, the rest of the hike should be real easy, all downhill. And that took us just over an hour to get back down here to the Wild Basin Trail. This morning we came in from the right. However, we're gonna take it to the left on the way down, and we're gonna avoid the crowds by taking the campsite shortcut trail. We're getting ready to pass over the bridge, which means we're almost up to the campsite shortcut trail. And literally just past the bridge is the campsite shortcut trail split. Yep, we want to take it down right through here. And just like I suspected, this trail has turned into a river. We're getting down this campsite shortcut trail. I'm thinking we've got maybe 4/10 of a mile left before we connect back with the main trail. And this thing is a little rough and it's not super exciting back here, but it will get you away from the crowds. In about another 1/10 of a mile, we'll be connecting with the Wild Basin Trail. And then from that point on, it's going to be real easy, and we're going to see a bunch of other hikers. Yeah, we're close though. And we're back down to the Wild Basin Trail. It's not even 12 o'clock yet, so we might get back by around 12:30 or so. One more stop. We're gonna dangle our feet in the water right here.
Slide in there.
We had dipped our feet in just beyond this sign of the boy break dancing on fire. Wooka wooka wooka, yeah! Home stretch. Looking at about one more mile back to the trailhead. Soaking the feet really does help. My feet feel like $1 million now compared to how they felt before. I mean, they were legit starting to hurt, but now they feel good. All right, guys, it is just now 12:40. We left down from the lake at 10 o'clock. So it has taken us 2 hours and 40 minutes to come down. And that includes stopping for 10 minutes to soak our feet. All right, Ouzel Lake, got it. Boom. Well, we hope you enjoyed that hike. And until the next one, y'all, peace.